Did you think that you were the only spy we sent here? Prince Njobu. You will return home at once, where you will face the council and inform them of your crimes.
Hey everyone, I know it's been a while and I apologize for the wait, but I'm back with a new video. Today I'll be making vibranium as seen in the Black Panther movie. I hope you all enjoy the video. I'll see you at the end, so let's get started. Hey everyone. So first I want to start off by saying I hope everyone is staying safe during these trying times. Everyone's staying healthy. Please take care of yourselves. I know things are a bit strange, so I'm hoping all of you are staying safe and healthy out there. Next thing is, yes, I've been away for a while, but I am happy to say I am back making videos. I'm back making and having fun, most importantly. Just had some personal things I needed to take care of, so that's why I've been away from the channel so long and making videos, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be making videos, and I am so thankful for you guys subscribing to the channel, watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, so let's hop right in. So I started off by modeling this in Cinema 4D, and I also been playing around in ZBrush, so I did some work in ZBrush as well. So the base of the model I did in Cinema 4D. So I modeled the actual vibranium part and then the outside pieces in Cinema 4D. Then I transferred that over to ZBrush and I did the design work on the covers, and I also did the texturing for the vibranium in ZBrush. This was all printed on the Peopoly Phenom. I had this printer for a little while now, and this printer is amazing. I can't speak highly enough of it. I've been printing on it, like I said, for quite some time now. Just the detail you can capture. It has made my workflow in terms of printing things so much more better. And even while I'm modeling, I can now capture more detail, and I'm not afraid to put more detail into my models so that when I print it, I know that it's gonna come out when I print it on the resin. And plus that the bed size is huge. I've been printing helmets, I've been printing all sorts of things. So if you get a chance, head over to Peopoly. They're actually coming out with a bigger printer. Uncle Jesse actually just dropped a video on it, so go check that video out as well. Yeah, I cannot speak highly enough of it. So if you're in the market for a resin printer, looking for a large format resin printer, by all means, check out Peopoly Phenom. It's a great printer. So once I had this all printed, I ordered the acrylic tube from E Street Plastics. I actually modeled the caps around the dimensions of the tube. So this way, when I did print it, I know that it'll be a good fit for the acrylic tube. So once everything was printed, I went ahead and cleaned up everything. This required very little sanding. I didn't record that process, only because if you've seen somebody sand once, you're not missing anything. So I didn't record the sanding process. So after sanding it, I primed it with black primer. After the black base was dry, I hit it with a coat of crystal clear. So once that was dry, I used Alclad dark aluminum. I was gonna go with chrome, but from the pictures that I seen and the pictures that were referenced, and the pictures that I used for reference, it wasn't a chrome, it didn't have a chrome look. So I just went with this dark aluminum, and I think it turned out pretty well. Once the dark aluminum Alclad lacquer dried, I coated it with aqua gloss, and once that was dry, it was ready to go. So it was pretty straightforward in terms of painting the caps. Again, it was straightforward, nothing to it. So for the vibranium, I used Rub and Buff. I used two colors. I used Silverleaf, and I also used Ebony. I first hit it with the Silverleaf. I got one even layer on the surface. Once I got that layer on, I went back with the Ebony. Now, I didn't allow it to dry completely, and what that did was it gave me sort of a gunmetal look. So after that, I thought it was a little bit too light, so I went back and I dry brushed it with some acrylic black paint and just dry brushed over the entire piece. I didn't go into every nook and cranny. I just dry brushed over it and left some of the Silverleaf exposed. So you can see the different layers of metal in the vibranium itself. So for the final pass, I applied Vallejo gunmetal, and I just dry brushed that on. It gives it a nice look when the lights are off. So it doesn't look, you don't see a lot of the actual clear resin that's peeking through or that's not painted. Once that was done, I went ahead and wired up some LED lights. I noticed when I was watching the movie that the vibranium, in the beginning of the movie, if you watch the vibranium as they're telling the story, it has a lighter blue hue to the vibranium. But once it's manipulated, once it's turned into a weapon or a suit, it takes on a darker blue or a purple hue color. Again, because this is supposed to be raw vibranium, I went with the lighter blue. I did an initial test, so here's my actual test. This was the test piece that I did prior to making this one. When I was testing this out on camera, when I put the LED lights in, you can see the individual lights. So originally what I did was I wrapped the LED lights in wax paper, and then I ran it through the actual tube to see what it would look like. But on camera, I was still seeing the individual LED lights. So I took the resin that I buy, which is Sierra Tech, which I use to print this. Again, wonderful resin. That's the only resin I use. The actual vibranium itself was printed in clear resin, their simple line, and then the end caps were printed in their fast gray resin that they sell. So if you get a chance, check out Sierra Tech. So when you get the resin, it comes with this styrofoam. So all I did was I cut pieces of the styrofoam and hot glued it to the LED light, and then I wrapped it in tape. And the tape has like a diffuse kind of look, especially the one that I used. This one did not, but the one that I did use has like a kind of filmy texture over it. So this one, you can still see, I don't know if you can make it out on camera, but looking at it here, I can still see the individual LED lights, opposed to this one that I used. I mean, this one that I did, you can't see the individual LED lights at all. One thing that I did do as well is I ran sandpaper down the middle of the tube of the vibranium, so this way it can help diffuse the lights as well. I just didn't want any individual lights peeking through on camera or when you see it in person. After that, I hooked up a switch so that I can turn it on and off. I used 5-minute epoxy to glue on the caps. The top does pop off. And when I designed the piece, I designed it to hold a 9-volt battery. The only thing I wish I did do was offset the hole here. So this way when the battery does go in, you won't have, it's a little bit difficult to get it in there sometimes because the wire is in the way. So then I epoxied in magnets, and that just snaps right into there. And then whenever I need to, I can take it off, put it on. Here you have it, vibranium. So I had tons of fun making this. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I'm happy to be back building. I made, as you can see, I'm in a new location. I'm actually in my garage. I did a lot of rearranging and I was able to kind of fix up things in here. I'm so much more organized now, and I have a spray booth and just a couple of small additions that I did in here. So I do have more videos to come. I'm actually editing one that should be out in the next week or so. All the new subscribers, since I didn't get a chance to, I think since I've been gone, I jumped up at least 3,600 subscribers, somewhere around there, since I've been away from the channel. And I just want to welcome you all to the channel. Thank you for sticking with me. All those that have been there prior to me, even prior to my hiatus, I cannot thank you all enough for all the support and for continually supporting the channel. I would like to give a special shout out and thank you to all the Patreons that support this channel. I just want to say that I appreciate every single one of you for supporting the channel, supporting me, supporting what I do, for helping these projects come to life. And if you do want exclusive items, exclusive STLs, you can head over to the Patreon that's down in the description and subscribe, and you can get some exclusive helmet designs that I do not release anywhere else except for Patreon. And so head over and check it out. So as always, guys, I had fun. I'm glad to be making again. I'm glad to be back on the channel. Again, I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace. That the bed size is and plus that the bed size is huge.